Hi Capricorn, Narai here. I hope you are well. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Narai. I go by Nay. My channel is Oracle Moon Messages, and I welcome you and thank you. Whether you're new or an existing subscriber or just somebody passing through and watching, I thank you for your valuable time, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So this is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and South Node, any Capricorn placements. And we're going to see what comes out. So, let's go ahead and get started with no further ado. Spirit, what messages do we have for my Capricorns? And I realize there's tarot cards here. Let's shuffle. What do we have for my Cappies, please? Please know to take what fits and leave what does not, because this is not a personal reading. I did say I was going to open up personal readings again. I was supposed to create a website, but I'm kind of behind. And some things surfaced, so it's going to be a little bit of a delay. I've not had good experiences with Etsy, not because of Etsy, but because of a couple of people who have purchased readings from me. Being very dishonest. So I'm going to say this in regards to tarot. When you pay for a reading, do not have expectations of what the person is going to say. Because a lot of us, even though there are fluffy cotton candy tarot readers that will say all positive things and not say anything negative, a lot of us are not like that. We're going to tell whatever it is. And a lot of times people are not ready to hear what tarot has to say. And it's up to you. It's not up to the tarot reader to decide what is true and what is not. Because sometimes I feel like it can be a cross energy reading unintentionally. We can possibly be taking in someone else's energy. So just putting that out there for all my tarot brothers and sisters. Because sometimes people pay for tarot readings and it's very unfair to the tarot reader. People want to shoot the messenger instead of accepting the fact that maybe they're not ready for the truth. Or maybe they don't want to grow. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Look up angel number 1221. And look up angel number 1121. So the reason I say that is because there's three cards. I'll explain later. One moment. Let me read the cards. So the first card that came out for you, fellow Cappies, is the Ten of Cups. This is meeting someone and having a relationship with someone where there's emotional fulfillment. This is happiness. This is a family. This can be bringing together of two families, merging families, combined families. But this is you having your person that may be there to support you when you're going through a difficult time. This is the person where you guys grow together. This is something based on a strong foundation, and that's why it's emotionally fulfilling, because you and this person have an understanding, whether this leads to marriage or not, or whether this is marriage. You and this person have a strong foundation, and I feel like the main way of having a strong foundation in a relationship even though I haven't had very many with a strong foundation, is communication, making sure you and a person are on the same page. This is wonderful. This is loyalty, this is blessings, this is a person feeling like home. This is, I swear before I started readings, Lucky Sevens had a post saying something about peace. I think she said something about you don't find peace when you're ready, but peace comes, and sometimes peace comes and finds you. I might be wrong. Is it going to show up here? Yeah, I'm not even going to look for it. But it's something like that. It was something I needed to see today. But this is you having your person that is your peace. I remember hearing something, I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he was talking, and this can go vice versa, and cross-watchers, feel free to reverse the roles. It was something where he was saying some men want a woman that's her peace, but the guy is her actual nightmare. And the same thing is true about men. Sometimes there's women that are like, I want a strong man that doesn't bring drama into my life, yet she's so dramatic. This is not that. This is you and someone being each other's peace, having emotional fulfillment because you're happy with yourselves and you're not looking for validation or your happiness in an outside source, because you understand it's all from within. The reason that you were there is because you had taken a moment and possibly gone through an awakening. You guys may have been through a lot already with the Hanged Man card. This is taking a pause. Sometimes this happens after dealing with some sort of obstacle, but this is you taking a moment. This can be very similar to Hermit mode and a rebirth card. But it's kind of like taking a moment to reflect and seeing things from a different perspective or different angle. And I think a lot of Capricorns right now are in that energy where they're open to actually seeing things from a different perspective. So I have the Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity. This is a time to take, to be creative and to take action. This is, for me, this is a sense of you having control of what goes on in your life, the changes, the positive changes that are happening in your life. If you want to find grounding and start something new and passionate, whether it be a business, whether it be a relationship, whether it be some sort of creative outlet for you to help balance things out in life by having a moment to take time for yourself, creating a sanctuary on your balcony, creating a nook at home so you have a sacred space to read, an altar, just anything that can ignite some sort of passion within you. But I feel like it's not just passion, it's something that brings you some sort of calm and some sort of grounding, and it's just because of this. And for some of you, it may be something that actually nurtures your inner child and helps with some healing that may need to take place. And the next card I have is the transformation card. Is the Tower. This awakening has happened already. And actually, some of you finding a person and meeting that person, and this could be somebody you're going to meet, meeting somebody new could actually be your awakening moment, because they bring so much to your life. They have so much to offer, emotionally and spiritually, that it really helps you to see things from a different perspective, and it makes you feel like, wow, this is why a lot of Capricorns have gone through so much stuff because Capricorn was supposed to be prepared for this particular person. But with this, you're moving away from something. There's something you moved away from. You may have walked away from something. This could be a sign that it's time to move away from something in your life. Or this could have been something that has already happened. You know what your story is. But this is you having a realization, kind of like an awakening, some sort of change. And it says liberation on the card. So it's like something fell apart to free you. So this could be a relationship that was not serving you well. Somebody could have moved away from you and you took it really hard and felt betrayed and abandoned, but didn't realize the person was blessing you by leaving, because that person was not developed enough or open enough to receive the love that you had to offer. And so that's a way of looking at it from a different perspective. But you went through some sort of change, because there is a butterfly right there. And time was running out for something. It's like something was there for a season, and it was there for a reason, and that reason was not permanent, but that reason was to make a permanent change within you. This is a situation that did not happen to you, but happened for you. It is all about your perspective, and how you view things that happen in your life can very well impact your mentality and your happiness. So this is about seeing the growth that you've made, and I do believe I said that in yesterday's reading. You've gone through so much growth. It's about celebrating all the small victories, and your success in life really doesn't have to do with money, although that's very major for Capricorn. Your success has to do with all the changes that you've made, the positive, the things that you were strong enough to walk away from, the things that you couldn't walk away from in the past because you didn't have the strength, but now you have that strength, and you won't think twice and you won't look back. You just make the change and you keep moving forward. That is your success, Capricorn. Being prosperous and abundant, resilient, and able to persevere through all the challenges. And it's so perfect that I just said that, because I didn't even realize. Oh wow, persevere is on the card too. This is being courageous. This is being compassionate. This is also about unconditional love. Example, I have unconditional love for somebody that was in my life, that I was with at one time, I will say. It doesn't mean I'm in love with the person. I don't want to be with the person, but I wish the person well, and I hope they have the best. I hope they can find somebody that things will actually work out with, where they feel that that person is deserving of them making a change for the better and making them want to be a better person, because that person wasn't me. And if it was, it wasn't when I needed it to be, so it wasn't me. And so I wish that person the best, and I hope he finds happiness, and I hope that the next relationship he is in, if he's not in one now, can be a successful one that gives him his 10 of Cups with somebody, because he's emotionally happy and fulfilled within himself, and he finds somebody that adds to that. So that is what the unconditional love is here. You don't have to be in love with somebody to have unconditional love, but it's being big enough to look outside of what a person put you through and the pain that a person caused, and understand where the compassion comes in. Understand that everyone has things that they've gone through, and a lot of times those decisions that people make that hurt us is because they've gone through something that has hurt them or destroyed them inside. And so, not saying that's the case for this particular person, but we all go through things, and we all go through things at our own pace, and we all grow through things at our own pace and our own timing. So my timing is not your timing, and your timing is not someone else's timing. Your timing is your timing, and my timing is my timing. I feel like this is the season for Capricorn to grow through things and grow out of things and to let things go. Being strong enough to let things go, being strong enough to walk away from things that do not serve us. And then I have the World. And let me get back to before I move forward, the reason I said look up 1121 is because I pulled these cards together. But the funny thing is, I thought I had pulled 1112. So when I looked down, I saw 12, and that's why I said look up 1221. So 1221 or 1121, or both. Look up both of those angel numbers. So with the World card, these are accomplishments and celebrations. Kind of what I was saying earlier. It's about you're celebrating your accomplishments, regardless of how small they are. They're one step in the right direction. It is process. But some of you, I feel that some of you are embracing the changes that you've made in your life. It's taking you outside of yourself to where you're not so in your head. And I feel like there are people moving forward and developing relationships and meeting new people. These relationships do not have to be romantic. But this is you knowing that there's so much more out there in the world to be experienced. And when you close yourself off, you close yourself off to the world. You close yourself off to new things. And that you guys are getting out of that energy. It's like embracing who you are. In this particular reading, this card is about embracing who you are and celebrating yourself and knowing what you have to offer and knowing that you are so deserving of love. First, you have to love yourself. And this is about you making yourself your world, not another person, because the love that a lot of people have looked for in a partner has always been the love that we should have seen and given to ourselves. But for some of you, this is you being ready to get out of your comfort zone, being ready to see what else is out there and possibly traveling. And speaking of a person with the 10 of Cups, you might meet somebody that's at a distance, or you may also at this time have a connection with somebody that's at a distance. And then I had, at the bottom of the deck was the 9 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn being happy and content and satisfied with how things are. It's like, okay, I've done the work. I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor, and I deserve this. This is Capricorn knowing what Capricorn deserves. This is Capricorn buying things for Capricorn and appreciating the beauty in life and the beauty in themselves. Funny thing, last night I got off of a meeting with my previous supervisor, and I was like, I'm going to Home Depot. And I went to Home Depot and bought some plants so I could attract hummingbirds, because my balcony is kind of my sanctuary. As hot as it is, I will sit on my balcony and read, and sometimes I'm reading and sweating because it's like a sauna to me, number one. And number two is part of my sacred space is my balcony. It's not the most luxurious, but it's mine. And this is you guys kind of being like, this is mine. I earned this. I did this. I deserve this. And you do. You deserve this. You deserve the prosperity in your life. You deserve the positivity in your life. You deserve the love that it's on its way to you if it has not found its way to you yet. But be the love that you want. Be the love for yourself that you give to everyone else. Know to put yourself first and do not allow yourself to be depleted. This is what I have for you, Capricorn, in regards to tarot. And so I'm going to pull some of my messages. I call these my fairy. I call these my fairy cards. It's the magical time empowerment cards. Pilgrimage. You're on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. Oh, wow. This is perfect. And the World card is letting some of you know you're still on a journey, but I think that some of you are embracing that journey and you're loving every minute of it because it's making you feel so empowered, just like this card says. And then, these cards. Momentito. I just need a card spirit for Capricorn to wrap up this reading, please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Messages and guidance for Cappies. Messages and guidance for Capricorn. Ooh, wonders. This is about seeing what else is out there. Oh, wow. And some of you are going through some sort of enlightenment. Go with the flow. Don't resist it. Don't fight it. Go with the flow. And then wonders. This is about you seeing what else is out there, your curiosity. Don't hold back. Be an open canvas. Be open to what is out there. Some of you are going to learn that you have some sort of spiritual connection to something, some animal. If there's a particular animal you see, squirrels, rabbits. Some of you see a lot of butterflies, ladybugs and dragonflies, hummingbirds, blue jays, finch. If there's an animal that you see quite often, look up the meaning, the spiritual meaning, and I feel like you'll feel some sort of connection, and I feel like some of you are going to have like an aha moment. Let me pull some charms. And really quickly, the other day, oh wow, we definitely know we're Capricorns because I pulled out Saturn. This is a season of lessons and karma. And this is about Capricorns reflecting within and knowing what the lessons are. And not just learning from our own lessons, but being observant and learning from other people's lessons so we don't make those mistakes. So let me go back and then I'll continue. I decided I was going to make a fountain on my balcony. I don't know if that was a great idea or not. But I was testing out a solar pump that I have to spray the water. And I love hummingbirds. I've loved hummingbirds ever since I was younger. Much younger. And I bought flowers for hummingbirds. And the heat is so hot, it's killed some of my plants. And so I put this pump out. And I came inside, and I have blinds on my balcony door, and I closed my balcony door, and I looked outside, and I don't even know if I said this the other day, but there was a hummingbird this big that stopped in front of it was flying, and it stopped and was in the same position flying, and it was near the fountain, but it looked at me for like a few seconds. And then it just took off and flew away. And I didn't even put out my bird feeders yet. And I was rushing, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make my nectar, because I make it myself. I need to make my nectar for the hummingbirds because I need to feed them. I want more here. And that was very sentimental and meaningful to me because I really do love them. And then I found out later that day that the hummingbird is actually my spirit animal. I had someone that that has the ability to speak to guides. She actually told me that the hummingbird is my spirit animal, and it didn't even shock me because when I saw it, I got so emotional, like eyes watering up, like about to cry, and that's never happened. And I think they're such beautiful creatures. But this is about believing. Some of you don't believe. And there's a saying, if you believe, then you can achieve. But some of you don't believe in miracles. Some of you don't believe in magic. If you don't believe in magic, how can you expect magic in your life? I believe in magic, and I believe that that hummingbird came as a sign because I was putting out my fountain as an offering to nature and some other things. But this is about believing in magic and knowing things are possible. This is also about nurturing your inner child and having that childlike wonder. And it's letting you know that some of you are too serious, and you need to nurture that inner child. Like when some of you, when you were smaller, you saw things that you don't see now. It's because as adults, we are given the talk. When we're growing up, society teaches us to be closed off. We're taught prejudices and things like that, and it closes up what we're able to see. It's kind of putting a fog over our eyes to where we can't see what we should actually be able to see. There's a lot out there. There's a lot out there past the universe that you're in, Capricorn. And for some of you, part of being able to see those things again is listening to music. There's certain music you can listen to with frequencies and binaural beats. I have a feeling that some of you had imaginary friends, and you saw things and people were like, you're crazy. And the reason I say this is because Capricorn is very spiritual, whether Capricorns want to be or not. We just don't talk about it very much. I think I'm pretty open. But some of you saw things when you were little, I have, that you don't see anymore. And I think for some of you, if you believe in magic and listen to certain types of music that will nurture that it will change the life for you and make it that much the better, because you'll have more appreciation for this life that you're living at the moment. And so I'm going to leave it there. I think some of you really need to nurture your inner child, and doing so and loving that inner child and telling that inner child, I really apologize for everything that you went through and that nobody was there to keep you safe. I think that that's important, and letting that inner child know that you have boundaries now and you have the ability to protect it. And that if a person's not serving you, you will grab that inner child by the hand and walk it away to a safe place. And so, Capricorn, this is what I have for you guys. This kind of felt a little heavy for me, but it was such a great reading, I think. So I hope it resonated with some of you. I thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I will see you guys next time. I love you. Bye.